All right, what's up, my people? It's your boy Sawan Belcher. This is me taking action. Today we're riding on the motorcycle. We're gonna go pick up a couple due diligence checks from 3 houses that I'm selling. So if you guys don't know, I'm a full-time real estate investor here in Greensboro, North Carolina. And here on the This Is Me Taking Action channel, we talk about how to make as much money as you want during a 30-day period of time while you cherry pick the very best houses for yourself. Now today I wanted to shoot this, number one, because it's fun. I'm on the motorcycle on a work day, picking up, $3,000 in due diligence money for houses that I'm selling. That's gonna make me over $70,000. That's fun. But also the realtor that helped me with this is one of my students, and the house that he lives in now, he purchased seller financing after taking one of my classes. So I figured that'd be cool to share that with you guys. So let's take a ride on the whip. It's my boy Kirby. We just got to his house, man. I already walked through the house. It's phenomenal. I didn't want to intrude on our actual genuine conversation, but I'll show you guys this house. And when you bought it seller financing, what did you do? What did you do on it?
So we bought the home seller financing. It had been on the MLS for about 90 days. We reached out to the agent and we, just asked them, hey, would they be interested in selling a seller financing? She said, hey, their only other option was to put the house up for rent. I said, well, this would be a lot better because they don't need to do the repairs and everything. So we made them an offer. Made them an offer of 3% interest, but we settled on a 5% interest loan. Yeah, we gave them about $65,000 down on 430.
Nice. So how did you get the 65?
So the 65,000, actually about 15,000 came from commission because I'm a real estate agent, so I sold the property. My own property, I got $15,000 commission.
Nice.
And then the rest of it just from savings and some other real estate stuff. So.
Absolutely, that's what's up. So what made you pick this one out of all the other ones on the MLS?
Well, we were looking specifically for something that would work for our family. And I wanted a secondary like ADU or some kind of house for my mom to live in. Yeah. And on this one, we found that it's got a little pool house in the back that had been converted to a 2-bedroom house. And so it just worked perfect for our family. So that's why we kind of settled on this one. But
on the MLS though, did you drill down, other than your criteria for you and your family, how did you know that this would be a good opportunity for sellers, to a seller to possibly say, hey, I consider seller financing?
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it on the MLS. It had been sitting on there for about 90 days. 90 days, nice. Which was at the time much longer than what the average was, more than triple what the average of time it would take to sell. So I knew they were struggling to sell it. When you looked at the house, it needed major cosmetic renovations. So nice. Now you're looking at, we've done a bunch of stuff, but it needed a lot of work, and they were asking probably a little bit too much money for the amount of work that needed to be done. Nice. So, I worked out a deal with them. They didn't really need the money because they actually sold another house down the street that they inherited as well. So the folks inherited the house. They didn't really need the money. Nice. So I, talked to them about it and was like, hey, you can get an instant investment in the mortgage on this property.
That's what's up. Were you able to look up and see that it was paid off, or?
Yeah, I looked up on MLS, or I think you can look it up in other ways, but I looked up on MLS. I looked and saw that it hadn't had a mortgage, and I don't think it ever had a mortgage, but if not, it was a very long time ago. There was the original owner that had built the house in 1965 and still lived here.
That's what's up. I love it. Yeah, and just so you guys know, I love this house because it's like a house that I would live in. Is it a 3-bedroom?
Yeah, it's a 3-bedroom. Yeah. 2 bath.
2 bath with 2 different living areas. You know,
basement and
got the basement. I love the basement and these huge trees. I love trees personally. Yeah, and I love his pool. When he said it had a pool, like that really turns me out, because you know, it's big family vibes. And then he started telling me that he put in all of this stone, and y'all already know that is my thing. I love the landscaping. He told me that he put in all of these irises over there. What else you got? Irises. Looks like you got some roses.
Yeah, my favorite is the big elephant ears.
The elephant ears. I was like, you must have like bought that already bigger like that, right?
Nah, literally I bought a bulb.
Okay.
That's came up since May.
Nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out Mom's house in the back. See, like one of my goals of doing business is to free my mom up, and I've always wanted to be able to give her income or provide something for her. And so when he told me about the little house in the back, I was like, oh, that does it. That does it. That's what's up.
So this is the road to Grandma's house.
Yeah. But honestly though, like, but I think you're the man.
Yeah,
I enjoy hearing the story today with you and your wife. Yeah, that was great.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you sell your last house?
No, we kept it as a rental.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
yeah.
You're living the dream.
Yeah. So we kept the last house as the rental property. It's over in Winston. I think I might turn it into an Airbnb if it goes vacant.
Okay.
Because it's right there by Wake Forest.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect.
So in Winston.
No, I got one on Freeman Street by Wake Forest, and you know it has seasons. You know, November and December is down, but February starts back to pop. Okay. Like right now it's popping. You know, because it ain't nothing but college tours and that kind of thing.
A lot of kids coming in.
Yeah, the graduations came in, summer school, you know, it's popping right now, all the way until like homecoming, you know, and then that's when it kind of like dies off. You know, we'll typically
for the winter.
We'll do like a refresh, buy some new comforters and stuff like that, and then it'll be back popping in February.
Yeah. Trying to get back into the Airbnb thing.
Yeah. I sold a bunch.
Yeah.
I had sold a bunch because I had 8, and then I sold 5 of them.
So what made you decide the ones
I can make 100 grand? Yeah, I can make 100 grand. Yeah, that's my criteria now. If I can make 100 grand off of any of my rentals, they're gone.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I just use some of that money to replace them with, you know, with 2
or 5 more.
Yeah. At least 2. If I can take one and turn it into 2, then hey, great.
That makes sense.
You know, because I don't take all of the money, of course, and reinvest, but I take a decent amount. So, heck yeah. Yeah, bro. Well, thank you, man. Yes, sir.
Of course.
You that dude, bro. You that dude. I love it, guys. I love it, man. I love this house. Matter of fact, more than this house, I love the ability of what real estate can provide for you. Now, I just had my guys do some work up here, so I'm gonna walk up here with y'all. I don't know if you guys can hear Kirby, you know, crisply and the things that he's saying. Honestly, when I first got there, I decided I wasn't just gonna start recording because I didn't want it to be disingenuous, honestly. You know, yes, he's a student, and yes, it's a great way to show testimonials, but at the same time, like, one reason why I teach is so I can have millionaire friends. And so, you know, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just here to get another video, here to do another business deal. You know what I mean? Here, you know, I didn't want to be there just to pick up my due diligence checks from him selling those 3 houses for me. You know what I mean? I wanted to be there to actually talk to him, you know, hang out with them, mentor with them if I needed to, mastermind with them. You know, I wanted to be there for that. So I didn't even record when I went in there, because I was probably there for like maybe an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, just hanging out with him, his wife, his kids, and his dogs and whatnot. But if you guys couldn't tell, this is a few things I wanted you guys to get out of the video. Number one, he was a realtor, and he became a realtor. He still is a realtor, but he became a realtor to become a real estate investor, okay? He didn't get his real estate license so he can sell other people's houses. He got his license so that he can invest in property and own property himself. Now, he ended up selling people property because he needed income, you know? He ended up helping people buy property because he needed income. But when he found out about my classes, when he found out about me on Instagram, and then me showing him how to do seller financing and subject to, that inspired him to say that that was his way that he could own property. So outside of not having the best credit, outside of not having like a lot of cash, you guys didn't get a chance to hear his story, but him and his wife met because she was renting a room and he was trying to save money. So he rented a room for, you know, from his future wife, you know? So it's amazing. But he was able to not just buy a property, seller finance his personal house, but he was able to seller finance a 110 unit storage building. He was able to seller financing a cabin and a tube rental business, you know, that's on a river. And then he was able to seller finance 4 other houses right beside the tube rental business that he purchased. So now he has, I want to say it's 5 total houses, 1 cabin, and then it's the tube rental business here in North Carolina that he has all seller financing. He sold the storage unit, but when he bought that storage unit, you know, I don't know if you guys heard this at all either, but when he negotiated seller financing terms, he negotiated the terms really strictly so that it was a lot of debt pay down. And he didn't make a lot of cash flow while he owned it for 2 years, but he was able to make a big profit when he sold it in 2 years. So him and his other 3 investors each got $180,000. And that's the power of real estate. And so I'm kind of walking you guys around my property too, because like what I taught Kirby about real estate, about negotiating deals, about going direct to seller, about providing all of these different acquisition strategies and the benefits of seller financing, and the benefits of subject to, and the paperwork side, and your exit strategies and all that good stuff. What that equates to is you owning and controlling your life, where you live, where your family lives, because his mom lives in that house behind him. You know, the experiences you want to create. Right now I'm walking you through my property that is looking so good. We're doing a pavilion, we're building. So August the 30th, shout out to the Ramirez family. We're having a wedding, and that's one thing that we always wanted to do, was host weddings on our own property. And so now we get that chance. But over here, we're building out a pavilion area so that way we can get paid more for the weddings over here. But this is what real estate can do. I pray that, you know, whoever is watching this is just another testimony of how great God is. I pray that this is just another testimony of the things that you've been dreaming about is not an accident. You can accomplish it. And I hope you understand that this is one of the ways you can get to your reality. You can get to that future person that you're wanting to be, okay? Now, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, you know, go ahead and subscribe and like this video, so that way real estate, you know, and our videos can pop up more so in your YouTube feed. It doesn't just help our channel, it also helps you as well. Because imagine one of these videos popping up on a random day that you're feeling down, or you got an idea and you don't know how to implement, you don't know how to turn your day around, and one of these videos comes along and shares a solution for you, and then you're able to use that solution, and then you're able to do what Kirby did or what I did here. Seriously, look at this. This is amazing. 22 acres. Kirby bought his own personal house with a swimming pool in the back. You know, with a swimming pool in the back. And, you know, come on now. And it doesn't take long, you know. So Kirby he's been doing real estate for 3 years, but he's only been real estate investing for 2 of those years. So during 2 of those years, he was able to pick up $3 million properties. So it changes that, it can change for you that quick when you know what you want, okay? And then you actually have a strategy to get what you want, okay? And when you know what you want, and then you have a strategy, it's all up to God at that point. The implementation, great, that's your journey, but God has got to, he's got to put it together at that point, because that's just what he promised for us. He promised us overflow and abundance. I'm loving this little open area right here. This looks amazing. This looks amazing. You know, this looks amazing. But look, guys, this is just a testimony of how great God is, and that all of your dreams can be your reality. Stop dreaming, start dreaming out loud. Peace, y'all.